quick rundown here of S&P's sector indexes. Yeah. Industry indexes, excuse me. Okay, here's banking index. Working on an ABC pattern there. Probably go up to the 88 eventually. Banking will work out for the next 3 to 4 years before the tightening sets in. We have a cross coming up here too. These weekly, yeah, weekly. So we're going to get a weekly cross here. That would probably be a good time if they come in and kick it to buy. Biotechnology stock. I'm not a big fan of this. I think it's already moved already. It's had a pretty good run. What is that? 300-400%. So I'm not a big fan of the biotechs. For what they do, of course, I am. For their industry and what they give to mankind besides capitalism. Disk drive makers, they're going to have to reinvent themselves. They are, of course, everything is pretty much on a chip or in a cloud. REITs, this one's working on a sideways pattern, which may be an indicator of interest rates, but also they should be able to raise rents. Pharmaceuticals, same thing, another swing, possibly up to here, but I can't. It's had a pretty good run, 2 to 6, 300% there too. 300% 3 years. Computer hardware, basically pausing on pivot there. So a lot of these are coming up to pivot in that. You may want to write some calls on this. The insurance one, the worst it can be is working on a Head and Shoulders. And like I said, this is a weekly index, weekly charts, networking, same thing, a possible big, larger Head and Shoulders here. We'll see how it pans out. Oil services, basically just a bounce. Retailing, same thing. See how it's just kind of stalled at 50% where we're at March. So we'll see how here locally they're going bonkers. They're shopping. Okay, second set. Semiconductor, same thing, bounced off pivot. You may want to write some calls there. But once these clear pivot go higher, then things will take off in a hurry. Here's NASDAQ transportation, that one I should look up. Stalling at the pivot and the cloud. Utilities above pivot and above cloud. Shame on you. Bad Kevin. Airline index pausing at pivot here too. Gold and silver coming up to a moving average there. And what is that? Is that R1? R1 too. So they're getting a pause on the gold and stuff. I have a target now. This is Monday, the 7th of March. I have a target of, I think, 240 or 1242 on gold. I think maybe we'll take another 20 bucks out of it here. Let me take a look at the chart. Yeah, I'll give it another day here. See how these are 4-hour bars. Okay, I'm looking at 4-hour bars. So it looks kind of like a bear flag on the gold. Brokers, looks like we're going to get a death cross over here on the weekly too. Computer technology, that one's holding up a little bit better. Natty gas index, like I mentioned before, for those of you that attended Wednesday and Thursdays, EIA, I think the deferred contracts aren't making new lows, so they're not following through. So you're finding buyers on the deferred contracts. And oil index, same thing, just a bounce here. Now, going back in history, like 86 and stuff, I'd mentioned before that these things can trend higher for a while. So, but I'd rather put my money somewhere else. Telecommunications, above pivot and everything. So telecom was moving kind of like it did back in the early 80s also. So that's the rundown for you. And thanks again for watching this video.